Mission Placido CPS Boxing, who's over here with the medalist champion Mikaela Mayer. How you doing? How's everything?
Everything's good, thank you.
We just saw you. I mean, that you were doing, you know, some workout over here. Is that, you know, the type of workout that actually you had before in order to, you know, to have this fight?
Yeah.
Tell us about your fight.
This is my last workout of the camp. You know, tomorrow's weigh-in, so the hard work is done. This was just keeping sharp, getting that last pound or two off, and it wasn't much. So usually my workout's a lot more intense, but this was just 3 rounds of shadow boxing, 3 rounds on the mitts, 10 minutes on the jump rope.
Tell us what you know about your fighter, like, you know, like certain things, or you definitely are two things separate, like you don't know her, you know, that much.
We did study her a little bit. Her name is Nydia Feliciano. She lives here in the Bronx. A little more seasoned as a pro. She has 23 pro fights, so it's a step up from my last 2 opponents. But that's what we wanted. That's what we feel like we're ready for. Coach Al, I don't know if you met him over there, but
actually met him.
He's a strategist all the way. So he's big into studying tape, studying film, and coming up with a game plan. And that's really where he fits in best in this camp, and he does his job there.
Wonderful. Are we expecting to see fireworks from you in that ring?
Somewhere, hell yeah. I feel duty to do exciting fights, you know, not just win, you know, and go the distance if I don't have to, because women's boxing is just now being put on a big stage, and I want to show the world that we're exciting. We're not just good, but we're exciting to watch, and we can end fights.
Wonderful. We've seen, you know, many times the other fighters, sometimes, you know, they think that they winning, but when they leave it to the judges' cards, it comes like, unfortunately, you know, it's like they lose and everything. Are you gonna, in your particular case, do you think that you could leave, you know, that to the judges, or you gotta go over the ring and do what you need to do in order to make that win happen?
Well, I know what it's like to leave it to the judges because I come from the amateurs, so that's happened plenty of times where you think you win the fight and the judges see it a different way.
Exactly.
And the pros are a little different because I think differently now. I don't think like just score, and move. I think that I can actually hurt my opponent now because there's no headgear. The gloves are a lot smaller, so it's really a different mindset. And I go in there believing that I can end the fight and that I have power now behind my punches and with those small gloves. So if I don't have to go the whole 4 rounds, I don't plan on going the whole 4 rounds.
Definitely, we're gonna see, you know, doing, you know, like your thing at the ring. Tell us, you know, there's gonna be a good fight. Rigo Lomachenko, how you see that fight? You think that fight is gonna be like toe to toe, or Lomachenko is gonna be very conscious because we have a, you know, a great opponent, which it is Rigo, and dangerous opponent too. So
I don't think they're going to be cautious. I think they're both so highly skilled. They both come from the amateurs. They have a high punch count. They have high intensity, and they're going to go at it. I really believe they're going to go at it. I think where Lomachenko has the edge is obviously he's a little bit bigger, a little bit younger, but mostly I just think the angles that he works are so amazing, and that's where he's going to benefit in the fight for sure.
Great. For 2018, we're probably going to see on May 5th, you know, still negotiations, you know, like back and forth. Probably you know that fight that is going to be Triple G Canelo. How you see that fight that is going to happen? Do you think that Canelo or Triple G, they're going to do something totally different than the past fight that they did it, or?
I think it's going to be very similar, to be honest. I had Triple G winning that last fight. I guess I can kind of see how they made it a draw if you really break it down, but in my opinion, I would have given Triple G the fight. I went into that fight believing Triple G would win. I think he has a higher punch count. I feel like Canelo is extremely strong, but he only throws in 2s. And Triple G's punch count is just way higher, and obviously he has the power to back it up too. So I think he knows he has to make it a little bit more clear this time. So maybe he'll even put the pressure on it even more.
Yeah, definitely we're gonna see something totally different, because I believe that Triple G is gonna do, you know, what he needs to do in order that, you know, this fight can finish early, because I don't think he won't leave that fight until the judges.
He knows
and everything.
He can't now.
He can't do that.
He might,
you know?
come a little harder for sure. Yeah. You're right.
And for 2018, there's gonna be also another fight. You know, they're predicting that fight. You know, Wilder against Anthony Joshua. Who you see? Do you think that Wilder has the power and the skills in order to defeat Anthony Joshua?
You know, I haven't watched too much of Wilder. I've watched a little bit of him, and I definitely think that he has the fight in him for sure. So I think he's gonna bring it to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua may be a little bit more technically sound coming out of the amateurs and all that, but I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Wilder. I think he's got more of a fight in him, and he's going to take it to him.
Definitely for 2018, we're going to see a lot of fights, and you know, we're going to be there, I guess, for, you know, being as a viewer, and definitely, you know, enjoy, you know, whatever they bring it to the ring, and that's one thing that, you know, all the fans, they want to see it. Do you have any page that all the fans, they want to follow you and see the story of your life? Definitely.
I'm big on Instagram, so you can follow me at Mikaela Mayer. Twitter, Mikaela Mayer 1, and I got a Facebook too, but I don't use it much, so just stick to Instagram.
All right, thanks again, and we're wishing you the best.
Thank you.
At the fight, and thanks again for everything.
Thank you.